YouTube crafters, I got a super cute craft that we're going to do today. We're going to make a mini art journal book. It's going to be a two-part video, and we're also going to make a cute little gift box to put the book in. We're going to start out with, I'm using DCWV's The Crafty Stack, some pages from this stack. All you do is you cut them in half so that they measure 6 by 12. And what I did was I went ahead and I prepared a couple of pages with some Mod Podge. I just spread some Mod Podge over it. This is a matte, not the glossy. You could use the glossy, which is the one I prefer. I just don't happen to have any right now. And I did both sides, so I spread a layer on the front and on the back. And the reason why I did that is because we're going to be using a lot of wet elements on this paper, and at this point I've just put some distress stains down, and now I'm going to use a couple of stencils. If you're using some homemade stencils that you've got from like Cricut cutouts or something like that, I also put a little either some matte gel medium around it or some Mod Podge, and the reason why is because I wanted a little slit. If I use my distressed ink, then I'm able to pull some of it off of the stencil because of the slickness. If I didn't have that coating on it, it would just soak into the paper and I wouldn't be able to drag a lot of it off. So let me show you what I mean. I'm just going to ink around my stencil. This is a different way of doing it. I just made this up. Okay, so I got my stencil where I want it, and now I'm just going to pull off the ink into the area. Uh-oh. Hold on. There we go. Voila. Now, even though if I use this side, actually I did put some Mod Podge on the back, but if I did not, I still would probably be able to pull some. But when you have a slick surface, it actually holds more ink on it. So just something to think about when you're using some of your homemade stencils. I'm going to try it again on my gecko here, using some Tim Holtz black soot. Actually, let's do this. That's going to be a lot of ink. Alright. I actually want this gecko in the center of the page, and you will see why later. It's not really in the center, is it? It's too late to move it. And with these homemade stencils that are made out of, this is just cut out of some, it's not cardstock, but it's thicker than, it's just scrapbook paper. You just have to be careful when you're going around it because you can damage these stencils pretty easily. Alright, I can live with that. And right now, that's all I'm going to do on these 2 pages and moving on. Next section will be speeded up. Okay, so now we've got some ink spray on this side, then we've got some overspray actually on this side, which is fine because we don't want it to be perfect, do we? Let's see if we can dilute that a little bit with some water. No, we can't. Okay, so let's set this aside. Let's see what the other side of this looks like. Not so bad. Oh, you know what I see? I don't know if you see this, but look at this right here, this area. I'm just going to do a quick doodle real quick on here. Some goofy kind of dragon. All right. Moving on. Okay, we're almost done. This is only 4 sheets that we're doing. So far we got this page. We've got this one with the funky looking dragon on there. And this page. Afterwards we'll add some stamps. Maybe not. I don't know how much we'll decorate it. But I wanted to do something on... I wanted to try this. I've got this doily that I'm not using. I thought I would use it as a stencil. Let's see how well that comes out. We're going to use Dylusion spray, ink spray. I'm going to do blue. Hey, pretty cute. Since there's some ink on this side, I'm going to turn it over and place it on this side and press down and see if there's any ink that transfers. Well, folks, I think that's kind of cool. I don't think I'm going to do anything else to this. Hey, it's all dry. Look at that. That's pretty cool. That came out really good. Unexpected. Alright, so remember that. Get yourself a doily. Preferably one that you're not using. Please don't use your grandmother's or your mother's. They will probably not appreciate that. I'm going to let this dry and I'll use it again. This will probably be really good in some jelly art prints too. We'll try that on another video. Alright, so now we're going to assemble this small journal book. Let me clean my area up real quick. Can you tell I've used this before? Ooh, messy. Okay, so we're going to put this book together, and this is only 4 pages of the 6 by 12, which is actually going to make it 16 pages because each half will be a page. And the way I'm going to assemble it is this will be my back page, but I want it like this. This would be the back page. This I want to be my cover. Okay, so the back page, I'm going to have it like that. And then my little funky dragon, or whatever that is. And actually, hold on. Let me make those eyes better. Let's make it a female. Okay, and then here's my cover. So we got the cover. That side, that side, that side. All right. So, hold on. We'll just fold every one in half. Increase it real good. We're going this way. Kind of didn't want to do it this way because I want all the pages to be even, so let me just do them separately. Now remember when I said I was trying to get the gecko in the middle of the page because I knew I was going to fold it, so I wanted half of it over here and then the other half over here, but apparently I do not know where the middle of things are. Alright, so here's the book, just like this. So 1, and we're going to count this as a page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, and that is the book. Now, we are going to bind it in this very cute way. Hold on. Using my crocodile. I'm only going to punch 2 holes in it. I just want to make sure everything is in there good. And I want the smallest one, which is 1/8 of a hole. That's actually still too big for what I want. Hold on, let me look at this punch to see what that gives me. And this punch is too small. Alright, never mind. We'll go with this. If you want to add pages later, it's probably best to go ahead with this 1/8. Let me just mark these before I do that. And I think I want the holes to be right about here. Nope, I'm going to change that. These dots won't matter. Later on, they'll just be part of our decorations, won't they? All right. And one more time. There we go. Okay. Let me just add right now, if you're going to add a page later on, what I recommend you do, because this will be all bound up, when you take it apart, fold your page that you're going to insert, and then I would place it wherever it is that you're going to place this page at. Actually, I wouldn't have done it like that. I would have done it like this. Put your book back together, and then I would take a pencil and mark your holes so that you know where you're going to punch these at. I hope that makes sense. Alright. So anyway, so I got my holes together. You're going to need a small rubber band that's somewhere on the table. Hold on. All right. I found the rubber band, not on the table. Anyway, so we're going to use this rubber band that we're going to put through these holes. You're going to need a paper clip. Just a regular, a jumbo paper clip. But I had these decorative paper clips that I think I'm going to try to use instead. So what you want to do is we need to pull this rubber band through these holes, and this is not going to push through on its own because of the thickness of this paper. So I think I'm going to use this paper clip. I'm going to make myself a little kind of like a crochet hook, a little hook on the end. Just bend the end in. If you have a really tiny crochet hook, like to do the doilies with, that might work, depending on how big of a hole that you've made, and it depends on how big your book ends up being. If it's a really big book, you probably want a really big rubber band, big stretchy rubber band. So let's see if this works. Let's zoom in some. Alright. Now you can bind this any way that you want. I'm just going to try it this way. And as you can see, I'm struggling with it. Hold on, let me get a different. Oh, it broke. Alright, let's try another rubber band. Yellow, which is probably what we should have used anyway. Let's try it again. That's better. I think the tricky part is going to be not letting the rubber band slip out while you get the other end in. So let me put my finger through that. You will probably do it a more coordinated way. I actually just don't know how else to do this. There we go. Alright, got that through. Now I'm going to attach my cute little paper clip that says unique on it. Let's bring that around this way. Alright, you with me so far? And then we'll remove the hook and then hook it on. I apologize that I'm fumbling with this, but I'm doing this for the first time on camera. And there you have it. Now, if you were using one of the regular jumbo paper clips like this, it actually lays flat. But because I've got this little ball there, I'm not exactly sure how to make it lay flat. I'll probably play with it later on off camera. But anyway, there you go. And now the little book is bound. That's kind of cute, huh? And then we got our pages. And again, when you add more pages, you just add a bigger rubber band. And then each individual page, you're just going to decorate and journal some more on. Wow, I really wish that gecko came out more. And then this is the back page, the back of the book, so to speak. All right. Moving on, let's add a couple of other elements to some of these pages with some rubber stamp, some background rubber stamps.